What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be saving my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that.
What you got?
So I was calling in because I wanted to I was talking to Tiffany in the chat room a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to really answer your question. But this is just to you because I wanted to know, in my case, I'm a little bit older than her. I'm 39 and no kids.
She thought she was older
never
than
been married. I'm sorry.
She thought she was older than me.
Who?
Tiffany. She was shocked when I told her how old I was. You're 39, never been married. Go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, 39, no kids, never been married. And I was just kind of thinking about your the conversation that you were having with her, and I know she came from a perspective, from a Christian perspective, and I'm a Christian too, but I'm just really starting to get into the Bible and going to church and stuff, so I'm very new at it.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, like, as far as like my chances of becoming married and having children might be pretty slim, would you say?
Wow,
Based on,
I don't know yet.
like,
I gotta ask some questions. I don't know yet.
Okay.
You're 39. What city do you live in?
I live in the Seattle, Tacoma area, Washington State.
And you're black?
Yes.
So some of the wealthiest black men are in Seattle area. So the most successful black men are in your area. You want to find successful black men? Seattle's kind of where you go. So let's get into it. Height, weight, dress size.
Oh boy, I think this is what's going to be the big kicker. So I'm 5'2". I'm probably a size 16 dress. And what was the other question you asked? Like weight?
Weight.
Over 200.
And you're 39?
Yes.
Any children?
No children.
Okay. Well, obviously that is going to be a huge consideration, because in a man's mind, first thing he asks is, at how tall are you? 5 what?
5'2".
5'2". 5'2". You're 2 inches shorter than normal. A man's mind logically asks the question, why is she this size? That's what a man logically says. And most people assume they see a woman your age, your weight, that you have had multiple children. That's a fair assumption. They'll assume you have multiple children. And then if you find out you don't have children, the next question is going to be, and I mean this in no disrespectful way, how did you allow yourself to get this way? Is there something medically wrong? Guys go through a complex set of stuff, but if it comes out that you're not married, no children, no like hyperthyroidism or hypo, whichever one of it, whichever Graves' disease causes you to put on weight, guys look at women your height and weight and they just assume, she's just not motivated, she's lazy, these kind of things. And the kind of guys who are high earners, they are dealing with women who are going to be, they get the best of the best.
Right.
So my question is this: what are you doing to actually drop like arguably 80 pounds? Or have you always been a big girl?
I've always been a big girl. The lowest that I've been is probably like 195, and that was about maybe 7 years ago. And I mean, I was okay then. Mind you, I was 32.
No, ma'am, you weren't okay. You weren't okay. You weren't okay at 195 pounds at 5'2". That is almost 40% BMI. That is very dangerous. It's not, see, in the black community, we've allowed this narrative to get to the point to where it's just out of control. To where, again, no offense, to where you sound like an intelligent woman, to where you could say you were okay at 5'2", 195 pounds. Ma'am, you weigh more than I do. And I'm a foot and 2 inches taller than you. And you can't have always been this size there was a point to where you, and I don't know why. Let me back up. Have you ever gone to any kind of counseling or therapy?
Yes, I have actually. I
So
have.
are you an emotional eater?
Um, I've never
Were you this size in
really
high
assessed.
school?
I was probably like 185, 190 in high school. So I've always
Were
been
you so were
pretty
you raised by
big.
mom and dad?
No, just my mom.
Okay. See, a father would not have allowed his daughter to get to that size.
Hmm.
He would have known that he'd have been handicapping her on the open market. So, was your mother a large woman?
Yeah, she was 5'8" and about, I think she was over 300, but she had lost the weight.
Okay.
So
And
she
do you have
got
any
down to
siblings?
probably like, okay, so I do have siblings, but they're half
I
siblings. So
mean,
they
do your
live in
mother
Texas.
any children that live with you and your mother?
No, I was the only child.
Okay. So, and how much older is your mother than you?
My mom passed away, so
Okay. I'm
she
sorry to
was
hear that.
25 when she had me.
Okay.
That's okay.
So a younger mother, and I'm going to assume that she probably didn't have a relationship during your lifetime.
I'm sorry, you
Did she
broke
have a
up.
relationship during your lifetime?
With my mom?
Did she have a man?
Oh no, no, no.
Or-
She was only with my father, and then after.
So when you were born, you became a sister to her, and y'all live by. So this. I've seen this in my lifetime. So here's the net of it. Whatever it is, ma'am, you are allowed to be an unhealthy weight for a majority of your life. It stands to reason that without major measures, this is the size you're going to be.
Mhm.
I mean, there's surgeries because dieting won't just get it done. You're going to have to make a wholesale life change.
Right.
So at what point are you planning on forget husbands and everything else? At what point do you plan on doing that just so you don't die?
I'm definitely making an effort now. I'm
What does that
definitely
mean?
eating a lot healthier.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm
Are
eating
you
smaller
working? Are
portions.
you act no? What I mean, are you actually working with a nutritionist and a personal trainer and in the gym 5 days a week?
Well, in Washington State, our gyms haven't opened yet, so
Okay,
I would have to do it on my own
before COVID, were
currently.
you in the gym 5 days a week?
No, I was not.
Okay, then you're not seriously doing anything.
Okay.
Seriously, ma'am. At this point, you're almost 40.
Hmm.
You're going to start having joint problems. I mean, you've heard all these statistics.
Hmm.
And I don't know what your mother passed from, but being at this size and having no siblings, you're out there by yourself. So it's not all these things are make it uh, affect your chances on the dating market. But your priority should be your health.
Right.
And see, by if you think your priority your health, it will show in your body, and then anybody who's actually looking for a woman can see that you're in the area. Uh, what do you do for a living?
I actually write citations for vehicles, so like a meter maid.
Okay. Um, so you'd be looking if you were to get married, you'd want a man that was making about how much money a year?
Well, I make just under six figures, so
Okay.
probably about the same, something comparable.
Okay. That's not realistic.
Okay.
I'll tell you why it's not realistic.
Why is that? I'm curious to know.
Men who make that kind of money, why would they date a woman that's 5'2" and almost 200 pounds?
Yeah. I mean, that's my last relationship was like that. And he was from Louisiana, so he moved here for me.
Okay,
Um,
and how much did he make when he
but
moved
that
there?
didn't work out.
How much did he make when he moved
I'm so-
there?
Well, he was a plumber, so his rate of pay drastically changed from
Just get,
$30 an hour in Louisiana up to now he's making like $60 an hour
how much
here.
did he make when he was moving there?
Well, he had to get his license, so he wasn't making anything for like the first couple months because he had to get his license. But then once
Just,
he got his license,
just
then
give me
he's
the
making
number,
50.
ma'am. Just how much was he making a year, ma'am?
A year. So I mean, I think probably 105,000 a year or so. I want to say at
Okay,
least.
okay. So he was making $30 an hour in Louisiana, and then he could
Hmm.
moved up there, and then who broke off the relationship?
I did. I broke off the relationship.
Why?
He's very controlling and abusive.
Okay. Let me back up. Men
Okay.
with options
Hmm.
don't move for women. Men with options don't move for women. Women move for men with options. So, however you slice it, he moved for you. So, obviously, he was under you. I don't really need to know what's going on in there, but the net of it is at your age, you got to get you need to drop 80, 90 pounds.
Okay.
And you're not going to do that with diet alone on your
Right.
own. If you have the means, when are you going to actually get in with a personal trainer, a nutritionist, maybe even have surgery if that's what's
Hmm.
required? That's really where it is. I mean,
Right.
your weight is a major issue, and
Right. And that's why I appreciate, I appreciate your honesty, more than anything. I know that it may come off harsh for some people, but for me, I need that reality check so I know
oh,
what
I just
what I
don't
have
want
to
you. I
do.
don't
And I
want you
think
to die of a heart attack or diabetes or something like that. And that's what happened. I mean, you're not 22 anymore. Your body cannot
right,
handle this amount of weight and stress. And you're a city employee or a state employee or something like that.
I'm a city employee.
Okay, ma'am. I don't wish this on you, but you got to look at what's going on in the world right now. COVID,
Hmm.
all this other kind of stuff. When budget starts happening, they can automate you like that.
Hmm.
And what happens when you're writing citations? What happens if you lose that job
I
and those
lose my house.
benefits? And you lose those benefits because you have benefits, right?
Right.
Then I
Right.
suggest you use them while you have them.
Hmm. And that's the other thing, Kevin, I wanted to say, or Mr. Samuels, is that my job has Weight Watchers as an option. I mean, I know it's something, right? If I'm not able to go in to see a nutritionist,
No,
then
no,
I mean,
no,
I
no,
do
no,
have
no,
options
no,
that
no, 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 no. We don't take halves. You go all the way plus some. You are 40 years old and
okay,
almost 200 pounds. I don't want to hear any halfway measures. You need to go
right,
as hard and as far as you possibly can go to save your life.
okay,
Don't give me this halfway. I can go eat Weight Watchers and eat smaller portions. You've been this way since high school.
yep,
See, this is psychological. It's more than anything else. And some of this stuff I'm outside of my depth. That's why I suggest therapy because there's
mm-hmm.
nothing logical or rational in what you just said to me.
Right, right.
Danny, what's going on?
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Man, shout out to Kevin. I love this episode particularly because this woman came in talking about men, right? But in all reality, she really needed a wake up call because she's getting older. She's not in the best shape, but you're looking for men on a certain tier. You want a man of a certain tyranny. When in all reality, you should be focused on living. And it's sad when you really, zoom out and you have hindsight now. And rest in peace to Kevin. But some of the things he was speaking about, he clearly knew. He wasn't just speaking on his backside. He was speaking on things he actually knew. And unfortunately, sadly, something that he had to experience. But no reality is calls like this that I love. Because it highlights the importance of worrying exactly about your life and getting yourself together so you can then get the best outcomes. A lot of people don't want to put in the work and better themselves. They just want the outcome. So having to step back, take a look at yourself before you even get into the whole relationship talk and getting a man of a certain level and all of that foolishness. Let's start with the basics. And then when speaking about weight, you realize this woman is going down a very dangerous path. Forget the goals. Forget wanting the man. You need to live. But let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Kevin. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.